This is verse 2 of the 12th chapter of the Gospel of John. We have now Jesus immediately before, really, the beginning of Holy Week. He has arrived in Bethany. We're told that in the preceding verse, and there's a big meal that's presumably prepared for him, a kind of festivity. Our first thought, of course, would be that it's at the home of Lazarus, who had been raised from the dead by Jesus, along with Mary and Martha, but triangulating this with other accounts of what appears to be the same event, it's probably that it was at a different home, although Martha is still in a serving capacity here. She's helping out, of course. It's probably at the home of a character known as Simon the leper, a person who presumably Jesus had healed of leprosy, who was otherwise well-to-do, and it seems that that's probably the setting for what's going on here. We have apoieson, from poieo, to make or to do. This is the third person plural, aorist active indicative. So they made, un, postpositive, therefore, auto, dative, singular, masculine, indirect object here. So they made for him, and then deiknon. This is a word that occurs a few times in the New Testament. It means a meal, dinner. Usually it's the major meal of the day, neuter noun. So they made for him dinner, eke, there, that is to say in Bethany. It's an indeclinable adverb. Kai, the connective, and he Martha, and the Martha, of course using the customary definite article with respect to the proper names. Diakone. This is from diakoneo, which means to serve. The word, the noun form of this in the New Testament is diakonos, a servant. Deacon is the English word that we use for that. Not serving in a slavish way, doulos, but the servant here, table service, is the idea. So Mary's serving. It doesn't mean that it was at her home, but she's helping out in terms of serving the meal, which is being provided probably with men only at the table, which would have been the custom. So they made for him there. This dinner, Martha is serving. Ho, the definite article with the postpositive da, and ho Lazaros, that is Lazarus, haste, one, ein, the verb eimi, I am, it's the third person singular imperfect active indicative, so Lazarus was one. And then ek, preposition, takes the genitive. Here's the genitive definite article, masculine, plural, was one of the anakemenon. This is from anakemai. It's a middle form verb. It means to recline, literally, and it was used customarily to describe those who were sitting at a table, which was often in a reclining posture. And so Lazarus was one of those who was reclining or sitting. Sun, preposition, takes the dative, as we find it here, means together with, and that's the idea. So was reclining together with him. There with Jesus, and presumably there's others, so we gather that this may have been a good-sized group that was there, and that this is a dinner that is being offered in Jesus' honor, presumably in anticipation of what's going to be taking place in the coming days in what we usually call Holy Week.